The bells are ringing, the snow has fallen, that time has come yet again. It's Christmas time. Let's learn what it is. How did it all begin? The idea of Christmas actually started many years ago. A lot of us think it's Jesus' birthday, but it isn't. Did you know? It started off with the Romans and pagans, not when Jesus was born. But they didn't call it Christmas at that time. It was a time to dance and adorn. It was called Saturnalia, a time to celebrate the shortest day of the year. They dedicated it to Saturn, the god of sowing, and filled it with dancing and cheer. So if it started off as a day for their god, why do we celebrate it now? It's because the churches decided to try and make it their own somehow. They told everyone that this would be the time to celebrate Jesus' birth. This would be a holy day to celebrate his coming to earth. So that's how Christmas found its way into our lives today. It was from the Saturnalia, a completely pagan way. Now it's clear where Christmas comes from. But what about the gifts and the Christmas tree? What about Santa Claus and his reindeer? What about the holly we always see? Well, the holly and mistletoe are borrowed from pagans once more. Yet they're decorated and hung upon almost every single door. The evergreen has many origins, but the most well-known is about Nimrod. He was an evil king who lived ages ago, who also claimed to be God. They say when he died, a dead stump grew and turned into an evergreen, so they decided it was a holy tree and added it to the Christmas scene. The biggest question comes down to Santa Claus. How did he come about? Actually, he was made in many ways. Just watch the timeline to clear your doubts. Saint Nicholas was a Christian man who loved to give to the poor. He especially loved giving to children. He gave gifts and much more. He was just an ordinary man, but as time went by, he was changed so much so that he became known as many other things, and his popularity began to grow. Some turned him into a legend, and others said he was an elf. Eventually, St. Nicholas was represented as what we see him as now, his red, old, jolly self. So you know where the idea of Santa came from, and why everyone celebrates too. But now you have to ask yourself, is this something I should do? You know that it comes from practices that aren't related to our deen. You know the real story behind the brightly lit scene. Allah gave us our special days for us to have fun and enjoy. On those days of Eid, we can all celebrate, every girl and boy, because we celebrate when we believe something good has taken place. But Christmas has no base in Islam, not even a tiny trace. It came from pagan roots and isn't something a Muslim should do. If we believe in Allah and His word, we should only follow what's true. Everything may look so cheery and colorful, but it's just Shaitan's way to make us forget to worship Allah and lead us all astray. The origins of Christmas are full of shirk, and celebrating it makes us a part of it all. The more we celebrate, the less we worship, and the easier it is for us to fall into the traps of Shaitan and forget about our real goal. Our goal to meet our Creator and protect our innocent soul. So why would we celebrate something that came from the wrong belief? Why would we risk a day of fun when we might suffer from grief? We shouldn't participate in anything that makes us forget Allah the High. We should do our best and stay away. He knows how hard we try. So even though the snow may have fallen and the bells may be ringing loud, stay firm on your faith and don't celebrate. You're a Muslim. You should be proud.